every single being to log on to this website and claim their position as a saint, which is just basically you're going to be telling the angels that you are ready for the truth. And you'll want to list all the militaries and do the same thing. Once this video goes viral, then we'll do a statistical analysis on that information so that angels know where to channel this information and put this information. But you have to, it is going to be necessary to open the door and usher these saints and angels into their positions. So basically you just want it to boil down to a statistical analysis of who's ready for the truth and who's not. If you're ready for the truth, you'll log on. And logging on and claiming your position should be no more than maybe a 4 or 5 minute function. It should be a very easy thing, just yes, you know, acknowledge the fact that there are a lot of problems, acknowledge the fact that you're ready to do something about it, and that's it. Step 3, you want to ensure the ongoing reliability of the QSETI website by identifying and removing any obstructions in this clear, direct line of communication between all the new saints, or anyone who chooses to become a saint in emergency services or military on planet Earth, which hopefully is 100% of you. And this will ensure teamwork on the part of different departments and different militaries who are woken up and have a keen sense of reality. And then basically what will be happening is you'll be taking your instruction directly from higher dimensions and higher realms and angelic presence. You will most likely find resistance in an interdimensional, telepathic, shape-shifting, reptilian form. So it is important to be prepared for that resistance and to become aware of what you're going to be dealing with when removing the obstructions in clear, direct communication. There are 2 other forms of resistance that you will meet later on, and those 2 forms of resistance are not appropriate to say right now to everybody, but that information will be available to all saints. And it's very important to know and be prepared for these forms of resistance. And then you want to address all issues of isolated consciousness. Many times when the government is performing a false flag operation, what they will do is isolate the militaries so they cannot even call home to find out what's going on in their own backyard. And what we want to be able to do is make sure if there's any militaries that are isolated, we want to make sure that they have access to this website and know what's going on if they choose to be exposed to the truth. And if they don't choose to be exposed to the truth, then they don't. But this is a free will zone, and it's everyone's choice to be. Once steps 1 and 3 have been completed, and the saints have duplicated the collective consciousness with the use of technology, this will indicate to all life in the universe that the human race is now intelligent and courageous enough to work with the truth, and the angels will align. The angels are already aligned, but they'll have a better idea on where to focus their energy, and they will know who's ready to step up. I'm using the term angel very loosely here. When I'm referring to angel, I'm referring to the beings in the universe of highest light. They could be angels, sorcerers, sorceresses, ascended masters, kachinas, fairies, but I am referring to all the beings of the highest light. They're going to be all interdimensional beings. So for the safety of the angels, there should be no tricks on the part of anybody who's choosing and claiming to be a saint, a planetary guardian. So basically what they're going to need is, well, just clear, direct communication, honesty, common sense, and take full responsibility for your actions. Step 5 will be to consciously decompartmentalize all emergency services and military on Earth. And basically you just do that with the power of your mind. You just realize that whatever uniform you're wearing is just a uniform. And who you truly are depends on who you truly believe yourself to be. And only you can answer that question. You're the only one with the clout and the responsibility to do that. Once that's done, the angels will provide you with your new working instructions at the level of a planetary guardian, and make currency abundant for things that promote evolution, and money will dry up for functions that support the suppression of the living. And step 7 is all life on Earth will then collectively assign all angels to their positions of planetary leadership in castles that currently exist all over the planet. And then all at once, all EMS and all military look to the angels and make you move all at once. The only thing that should be on the QSETI website at first is going to be EMS or military, because you guys are who the secret government is going to rely on to prevent this from happening and to prevent the truth from getting out to everybody. So, and this secret government, they need people who are armed and of an extremely low consciousness to support their agendas. They are unable to do it without that. Because if you were aware of the true reality and the true nature of this reality in the universe, you wouldn't do it. The truth is that supporting their agenda requires actions which display a lack of intelligence and courage, and causes the frequency of your consciousness to resonate at a rate at which is lower than necessary to achieve and reside in a higher level of existence in the next dimension up, ultimately causing you to fail the test of life and the recycling of your soul. When you're working with the angelic agenda, you need to work with the truth and accurate information, which requires actions and that display an abundance of intelligence and courage, ultimately leading to a higher level of existence where you won't even need money. This is a free will zone, and this choice is yours. So a good question to ask yourself here is, do you think it is in your best interest to support the agenda of a secret government for a job in a cage or a war zone? Or would you like to support the agenda of the finest entourages of angels in the universe for a job in a castle or maybe on a spaceship. And when I'm saying this, I'm saying it literally. And that's it. Those are the 7 steps. So, we'll talk about the castles here a little bit. We'll want to start off with 400 castles. You want 2 per country. You could have more if you want. It depends on if you want. But you definitely want at least 2 per country to start. So 400 castles on the planet, which is very easy because there's 11 million of them. But we're going to want 5 in America. Once the angels are settled into these castles and all life on earth acknowledges them as the new leaders of this planet, we will increase the number of castles to 1,000, at which point all EMS and military will be trained to serve humanity on a solar system level. All military personnel, it'll be a military of saints, and your main function will be